They want you to believe the economy is a slow-moving ocean liner. Controlled, predictable, managed by experts in DC who I used to share elevators with. From my desk here, surrounded by the hum of liquid-cooled servers and monitors bleeding cold blue light, I can tell you it isn't. The Federal Reserve is flying a Boeing 747 using a rearview mirror from a 1982 Honda Civic. They wait for the CPI. They wait for the jobs report. They wait for data that is already 4 weeks dead. By the time the ink is dry on a government report, the market has already moved on to the next victim. You see it at the grocery store months before they admit it in a press conference. By then, your purchasing power hasn't just leaked, it's been bled dry. I spent decades in the corporate audit world. I left the corporate world because I saw how the books were cooked manually. My NDAs have expired, and my patience followed shortly after. In the old days, you needed a shredder and a dark room. Today, you just need a lagging indicator, while the Fed is debating a quarter-point move. On-chain AI agents are watching a hidden debt bubble expand in real time. We're talking about a discrepancy so large it makes the 2008 subprime crisis look like a rounding error. Government reports say stability. The ledger says liquidity drain. Look at the screen. This isn't a government projection. This is deep snitch. It's an AI agent that doesn't care about politics or polling numbers. On this terminal, you don't see green and red candles. You see vast, intersecting patterns of capital moving in real time. It scans the shadow banking system, the parts the Fed chooses not to see. By cross-referencing public treasury yields against real-time liquidity movements on the ledger, it spots the gaps that government spreadsheets cover up. It's tracking the collateral chains and the repo market handshakes that never make it into a standard GAO audit, the kind of paperwork DC uses to keep itself comfortable. It's flagging a $130 trillion debt ceiling collision. Not in 3 years. Soon. Imagine a freight train with no brakes, a rusted iron behemoth carrying the entire global bond market, hurtling through a dark tunnel toward a wall made of unpaid interest. The sparks from the wheels are the only warning you get while you're listening to a press conference. The smart money is using these agents to find the exit. The Fed is looking for a soft landing. The data is looking for a floor. Stop thinking about the stock market for a second. That's just the surface tension. We're in stage 3, the silent migration. This is the part of the cycle where liquidity doesn't just evaporate. It moves into the shadows where the retail eye can't follow. If you are waiting for the evening news to tell you when to pivot, you've already lost. We use these quantitative tools because they are cold. They are analytical. They don't have a bias. They just see the math before the math becomes a headline. While the Fed is still debating the previous month's data, we are already positioned for the move that's 2 weeks away. The discrepancy is the signal. The official report is the noise. The government likes to call these events black swans. Unpredictable, rare, I call them math. When you bridge the gap between their daily narrative, which is just a collection of hopeful adjectives, and the hard on-chain intel, the picture changes. You aren't just an investor anymore. You're an auditor sitting in a room full of people trying to hide a fire with a curtain. And right now, the books don't balance. The debt bubble isn't a theory. It is a physical certainty written into the code of the global macro system. You can wait for the Fed to catch up. Or you can see what the AI is seeing now. We are entering the final stand. The data points are converging and the threshold for stage 4, the panic phase, is flickering on the dashboard. On one side, you have the bureaucracy, clinging to the indicators of the past. On the other, you have macro AI agents identifying risk at light speed. The stage 4 hike isn't just a number on a chart. It's the cost of being late. It's the penalty for trusting a rear-view mirror. The exit door is narrowing. The machines have already made their move. They don't have emotions and they don't wait for permission to liquidate your future. The question is, have you? I don't do hype, I do deep value. And the deepest value right now is transparency. When the official reports finally admit what the AI already knows, it will be too late to secure your position. This is the difference between being a casualty and being a mover. Don't look for the truth in a headline, look for it in the discrepancy. I've already pulled my chair up to the edge of the data. I'll be here, watching the shadows. If you think the debt ceiling is the only collision coming, you haven't seen the bond market abyss I'm tracking for next week. The signals are screaming. I'll see you in the abyss, before the lights go out.